I have so much for y'all to do this weekend, so let's get right into it, starting with Thursday, obviously. I got a couple unique events. The first one is at Cure Nail House. Y'all know that's where I go to get my nails done. Can y'all see them? They will be having Accessory, which is an after hours mixer. You can get your nails done. They do have happy hour. It's from 6 to 8, and that is sponsored by Tito's. Make sure y'all go check them out. They do not close until 12 o'clock. Here's a flyer for that. After that, you already know Social Network is going to be having I think it's their year anniversary, and it'll be at the Madison. Here's a flyer for that. They do also have an after party type of situation. It's Joe versus Donnell Jones. Y'all know they got their verses going on. So they will be having that at Hidden. You can also head over to the Love Building from 8 to 10. They will be having For the Love of Film. That is a series of short films. Here is a flyer for that. Y'all already know I cannot fit every single event into this video, so if I forgot something, can y'all please leave it in the comments? Thank you. Slow Roll will be having their Mardi Gras roll starting at 5. Here's a flyer for that. Or you can head over to the Nick Gilbert Way from 5 to 7. They have creative workshops on Thursdays. It'll be Beat It Bag Charms. Here's a flyer for that. Before we get too deep into this list, hey, my name is Dee. Every Thursday I come and let y'all know what's going on in Detroit this weekend, so make sure you hit the follow button, and let's get on to the next thing. The DIA will be having Fash Bash. That starts at 7 o'clock. They'll have drinks, and then at 8:30 the actual show starts. Here's the flyer for that. If you're looking for after parties to that, then you can head over to Vinyl Society. Here's the flyer for that. Okay, now let's get into Friday. First thing is at Low Key, there is no cover. Detroit Disco Daddies will be having their final boogie of the summer. Here's a flyer for that. Norwood will be having their rap and R&B sing-along called Sing That Ish. Here's a flyer for that. Big Pink will be having Cater Night. Here's a flyer for that. The Mocat will be having Summer Nights at the Museum. That's from 7 to 10, and they will have a DJ Chris Keys. Here's a flyer for that. Or you can head over to Northern Lights for the cookout. Here's a flyer for that. I don't know if y'all can tell, but my Miracle Knots have been hanging on by a thread. Real bad. I'm looking for a stylist. I really been trying to work with somebody for content, and I'm having such a hard time, y'all. My favorite stylist actually had a baby, and she's taking care of her mommy duties, so I haven't been able to go to her. I need recommendations, so please DM me, or obviously leave it in the comments, but I just need help, y'all. I really do. 313 Spelling Bee will be having a spelling bee at 6:30. It's at Gordon Park. Here's a flyer for that. And if you have a little kid, I'm sure you already know about this movie, K-Pop Demon Hunters. They will be playing that at Campus Martius at 7 o'clock. The Greening of Detroit will be having a sip and taste from 7 to 10. Here's a flyer for that. If you're looking for a daytime turn-up vibe, then head to the TV Lounge from 3 to 8 o'clock. They will be having Lady DJs Have More Fun. That will be featuring 7 lady DJs, and one of them is coming all the way from Toronto, y'all. It's hosted by DJ Rue. Here's the flyer for that. Y'all will see me there because I will be stopping in there, so I'll see y'all on Saturday. If you have not been to Club Capri, this will be your last weekend to experience it, so make sure you check that out. Here's a flyer for that. Cielo will be having Drake Night. Here's a flyer for that. If you're in the mood for a speakeasy, then head to Parlay for I Missed the Old Kanye Part 4. Or you can head to Periodicals. They will have a pop-up shop from Cloudy Donuts. Here's a flyer for that. With Love, Harlow will be doing his second pop-up in Dearborn at Peace Park East. Here's a flyer for that. Okay, now let's get into Sunday. You can head to the Shepherd for a silent reading party from 11 to 2, or you can head to the Cambria for the Drip Coffee Party. Here is a flyer for that. If you're looking for brunch, you can head to Speaker Box. They have brunch every Sunday from 11 to 4. Here's a flyer for that. Last but not least, from 3 to 7, you can head to the DeQuinder Cut for Summer House Sundays. Here is the flyer for that. Obviously, I'll see y'all next Thursday. Love y'all. Bye.